Hey everyone, welcome back to Fancy Fact, the place where we take you beyond the basics and into the wildest, weirdest, and most mind-blowing facts you've probably never heard before.
And today, we're lacing up our skates and diving deep into the fast, fierce, and sometimes downright bizarre world of hockey.
Hockey isn't just about goals and fights. Trust me, there's a whole icy universe of strange stories and secrets hiding under that frozen surface.
So stick around, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you see the game forever.
The first hockey pucks were frozen cow dung.
Okay, Adam, get ready for this. Did you know that the first hockey pucks weren't black rubber at all? They were actually frozen cow dung.
Wait. You're telling me that early hockey players were basically smacking around frozen poop on the ice?
Exactly. Back in the 1800s, especially in Canada where modern hockey was born, players didn't have access to manufactured equipment. So they used what they had plenty of on farms, cow dung, frozen solid by the brutal winter cold.
Talk about playing a dirty game. Imagine slipping and falling face first into that puck. Yikes.
Honestly, it gives a whole new meaning to roughing it on the ice.
And it makes me appreciate modern rubber pucks so much more.
A Zamboni could technically be a race car.
All right, let's shift gears, or should I say, resurface the ice? Because the Zamboni, that slow, lumbering ice machine, is secretly a beast under the hood.
No way, those things crawl around at like 2 miles per hour.
Exactly, because they're meant to move slowly for safety and to properly resurface the ice. But technically, if you remove the speed governor, a Zamboni could hit up to 60 miles per hour. That's as fast as some sports cars.
Imagine that, a Zamboni drag race. Slow and steady definitely wouldn't win that race.
And here's the crazier part. In 2019, a man in Minnesota actually got arrested for leading police on a low-speed chase in a Zamboni.
That's gotta be the slowest getaway attempt in history.
But hey, at least the roads were probably super smooth behind him. Goalie masks were once seen as weak.
Now this just blows my mind. Today, goalie masks are symbols of toughness and style. But when they were first introduced, they were seen as signs of weakness.
Seriously? That's crazy. Who started changing that mindset?
Jacques Plante, legendary Montreal Canadiens goalie. In 1959, after taking a puck to the face and needing stitches, he insisted on wearing a mask. The coaches and fans thought he was soft, that he wasn't tough enough for the game.
And yet, thanks to him, now every goalie protects their face like it's a national treasure.
Exactly. Plante not only pioneered safer play, but also opened the door for masks to become custom works of art, with terrifying designs, fierce colors, and personal symbols.
I mean, honestly, can you imagine facing 100-mile-an-hour slap shots without mask? That's not brave. That's just crazy.
Literal face of bravery, or maybe face of bad decisions back then. The Stanley Cup has a full-time bodyguard.
Here's something straight out of Spy movie. The Stanley Cup, the most iconic trophy in sports, actually travels with its own bodyguard.
A bodyguard? Like an actual official whose only job is to protect the cup?
Exactly. The Keeper of the Cup is a real title. Members from the Hockey Hall of Fame are assigned to follow the cup everywhere it goes. Parties, parades, weddings, even private vacations.
That's insane. But I guess when players are drinking champagne from it and taking it into swimming pools, yeah, someone's got to keep an eye on that thing.
Totally. There are even rules the keeper has to enforce. Like no one is allowed to lift the cup unless they've earned it by winning the Stanley Cup themselves.
So no sneaky selfies while pretending to be a champion, huh?
Nope. Not unless you want a very polite, very Canadian security guy giving you the stink eye. There's a secret message on the Stanley Cup.
Speaking of the Stanley Cup, did you know it hides a secret message?
A secret message? Like a hidden code or something?
Exactly. Inside the top bowl of the cup, there's an engraving that says, Dominion Hockey Challenge Cup. It's a tribute to its original purpose. It was meant to be a challenge trophy, not the championship trophy we know today.
So originally, any amateur hockey team could challenge the current holders for it?
Yes, back in the 1890s, it was literally a whoever dares wins situation. Over time, though, it evolved into being exclusively awarded to the NHL champions.
I love how something so iconic still carries a hidden piece of its rough and tumble history.
One player once played for both teams in a single game.
All right, Lily, this one broke my brain. There was a player who played for both teams in the same game.
That sounds impossible. How did that even happen?
It happened in 1928, during a game between the New York Rangers and the Montreal Maroons. The Rangers goalie, Laurent Chabot, got injured. Back then, teams didn't have backup goalies on the bench.
So what did they do?
The Rangers borrowed the Maroons' own backup goalie, Alec Connell. Imagine, you're sitting on your team's bench, then you get called to play for the enemy.
Talk about workplace flexibility.
Right? It's like switching jerseys mid-battle and nobody blinking an eye. Pucks are frozen before games.
Here's a literally cool secret. Hockey pucks are frozen before every game.
Wait, they freeze the pucks on purpose.
Yep, a fresh puck straight out of the box is pretty bouncy. So to make sure it stays flat and glides smoothly across the ice, teams keep pucks in freezers at around 14 degrees Fahrenheit before dropping them.
That explains why the puck doesn't just bounce around like a rubber ball.
Exactly. It's all about that crisp, clean gameplay. Plus, a frozen puck is a little heavier and less likely to jump unpredictably.
Frozen cow dung back then, frozen rubber today. Hockey's got a thing for icy objects.
The NHL once tried glow-in-the-dark pucks.
Okay, get ready for some 90s nostalgia. The NHL once tried using glow-in-the-dark pucks on live TV.
What? Like a neon green puck flying around?
Almost. In the mid-90s, Fox Sports wanted to make hockey easier to watch on TV, especially for American audiences. So they added special technology that made the puck glow blue on screen and leave a red trail when it was shot hard.
That sounds like something straight out of a video game.
It looked interesting to say the least. Some fans loved it, others hated it. Traditionalists said it made hockey look like a cartoon.
I can imagine. Hockey purists probably wanted to throw their frozen pucks at the TV.
Exactly. It didn't last long. They scrapped it by the late 90s. But for a brief moment, hockey almost looked like Mario Kart on ice. Wayne Gretzky holds a mind-boggling record.
We cannot talk about mind-blowing hockey facts without mentioning the great one Wayne Gretzky.
Oh yeah, the guy who basically rewrote the entire record book.
Here's the insane part. Even if you took away every goal Gretzky ever scored, he would still be the NHL's all-time leading scorer, based on assists alone.
Wait, just his assists would keep him number one.
Yep. He had 1,963 assists, more than anyone else's total points, goals plus assists combined.
That's not just domination. That's an entire league orbiting around him.
Basically, Gretzky wasn't playing hockey. He was playing a different sport entirely. Hockey is played underwater.
And for the final fact, let's take things to a whole new depth, literally.
No way. Are you about to say there's an underwater version of hockey?
Yep, it's called underwater hockey, also known as octopush. Players use small sticks to push a puck across the bottom of a swimming pool while holding their breath.
That sounds exhausting. Hockey is already tough enough on ice. Now imagine sprinting underwater without breathing.
Exactly. No skates, no goals over the net, just goggles, fins, and tiny sticks battling it out 6 feet deep.
Honestly, respect to those players. They've combined hockey, swimming, and extreme cardio into one sport.
Whoever thought hockey couldn't get any tougher clearly never tried playing underwater. And that's a wrap on 10 of the craziest, weirdest hockey facts you probably never knew.
If you loved skating through these facts with us, don't forget to smash that like button.
Subscribe to Fancy Fact for more wild rides into the unknown. And hey, drop a comment telling us your favorite fact today.
Until next time, keep your stick on the ice and your mind open to the amazing.